I mean, we went and had a rest, leaving the dungeon, and then, well, the crypt or temple or whatever it is beneath the bathhouse came back with some people who could heal us because we desperately needed it. Made our way through and made some sort of potential ally. I mean, those are the key things that I remember sticking out to me. We found this pyramid head-sized guy fighting an assassin undead dude, and then some old man trying to finish his soup got yelled at and told to get on the floor.
And then he sent a bunch of zombies after us.
Yep. And he's gone. We don't know where he is because he teleported away from us.
Alrighty. Those are all things that happened. You guys got some of the prisoners that were down here to safety, and you've got more Flaming Fist members, like, locking down the bathhouse upstairs. Like, the employees of the bathhouse are being taken in for questioning and stuff like that. Alright, so just catching up to the end of battle with this bunch of skeletons in this very small room. Over here, things are still kind of tense. So, go for it. What would you guys like to do?
I am somewhat bleeding profusely. I hurt a lot.
No kidding. No kidding.
Did we ever go back and get the chests?
No.
Nope.
That is something we need to do.
Also, avoid the statues on the other section because they are magical.
Cool.
Magical traps. That's good to know about. I'm going to go pick up a gnome backpack.
I will offer to escort our Verdant friend.
Yeah, I'll just back away from you, and I'll come out of the water.
Okay.
Well, I need a backpack. I'm going to scramble onto Istoliel. If you mind, good sir?
Not at all. That's what I'm here for. Who's got the keys for the treasure chests?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was the guy who isn't here.
It's now me. I'll have the keys. I look over to our quiet friend over there, and I say, if you don't mind, and I just like scramble over and take the keys. Should we make our way back to the chests then?
Seems all right. Now
Be on the lookout for Soup Guy. He's obviously somewhere around.
Yeah. Wonder if that's a limited amount of times he can teleport per day.
Yeah, the big guy that was fighting with the other people is just following behind you guys, trying not to look nervous. It's just kind of quietly letting you do your thing.
I'm going to pass the keys to Istolio.
Okay.
I'll hop off and I'll land here.
I really wish I had some skill in making sure none of these are going to blow up in our face if we open them.
Wait, hold on. I will make my way over to Istalil and I will give him like a small smile. May I give you some help with that?
Sure. What kind of help?
Spiritual, I suppose.
I don't mind.
All right. I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Oh yeah. I should probably activate all that on my character sheet.
So that if anything explodes, you have a little bit of a cushion.
All right. I guess I should try and. How many chests are in this little alcove?
4 of them.
How many keys do I have?
Like 7.
All right. Which one did you say had something? Wait, did you tell us there was something magical in the chests?
There was evocation magic coming off of them.
All of them or just one of them?
DM?
It was around the corner and it was a battle situation, so tricky to tell.
Fair.
Okay. So if I go further up in here, in the general direction of where they were pointing, do I see a chest or an item or anything?
But there are like 4 chests in that alcove that you're in. That's where they
All
are.
right. I will start with one of the chests and see if one of the keys will fit into it.
All right, takes you a few tries, but you get it working.
All right. I'll open the first chest up. What do I find? Please do not be a mimic.
This one, fortunately, not a mimic.
Yay!
Yeah, this chest is weighed down really quite heavily. It's full of mostly copper going on, but like tucked, like nestled into the copper as if it was straw are these 2 vials. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, these 2 red vials. They've got like some nice gold filigree on the stopper and stuff like that.
Can I do a quick alchemist check to see if I know what they are?
Sure. Are you proficient with alchemist tools?
I have the alchemy supplies because of my class.
Oh, okay.
I also
So
have an herbalism kit because of my background.
nice. So I'll say roll it with intelligence and proficiency.
And add your D4.
And the D4. Or
I
did
did
that
not mean
automatically
to have.
happen?
I did not mean to have advantage on. I apologize.
Well, we can take the first one. That's still a fucking 18. All right, so you uncork one of them. They both look the same. You sniff a little bit. You're getting like a bit of a spicy scent off of it. And you like dip a little pinky in there. And it feels like it feels like just the hottest hot sauce going on. You gather that these are just some sort of fire-related potion.
Okay. All right. I will elicit that to the group. How much copper do I think is in this chest if I just eye it?
It's full of copper.
Okay.
This chest weighs easily 2 Lyssa's worth.
That's a lot of copper.
That's a lot of copper.
I will go for the second chest.
All right. Yep. For the sake of convenience, none of these are actually trapped going on.
Good.
Yep.
I would have died.
Yeah, no. The second chest is like half full of silver, and it's got some like nice agate stones in there. Yeah, third one full of a mix of mostly copper with a bit of silver, and like this very fancy looking like Venetian style mask that looks like almost draconic going on.
Oh.
Yep. And yeah, the last chest going on is empty except for just this bronze crown. And yep, and like each of the spiky bits coming off the top of it is painted different colors.
What colors?
One of them is red, one of them is white, one of them is blue, one of them is black, and one of them is green.
Can I make a religion check?
Go for it.
So what kind of check would one make on this?
This could be a religion check.
Can I also make a religion check on that and the mask?
Yep. Do you want to make one too, Requiem? Or not Requiem. Bittersweet Anguish. The religious tieflings. They continue to multiply.
Here's Snee.
Yeah. Several of you get the impression like, okay, these are chromatic dragon colors, and like that's that plus the mask. Like it's definitely reminiscent of the entity known as Tiamat to you guys.
Oh.
We're just gonna. Is there a temple to Bahamut in the city?
I don't think there is.
I wonder if either of these are magical. It's not my area of expertise, so I have no idea.
I do have the ability to identify these things, but I would require at least 10 minutes of time.
If you need 10 minutes, I'm okay with that. I need to rest a little bit and restore some hit points.
He says out loud.
That's a strange way of putting
I just
it,
say
but
that
sure.
I need to rest a little bit.
I've been hit a lot. All of these points I've been hit. I need to heal them.
I have 3 hit points.
Oh dear God.
Not bad.
I have 6. I'm feeling you.
I just need to. If we take like a short rest and let him see if the mask and the things are magical, that would be great because that would allow us a short rest.
You've used all your hit dice, haven't you?
I used them last time, but then we had a long rest and came back in, and I don't think we had a rest.
We did not have a long rest. We have not had a long rest. This is the
Oh,
same
we didn't?
day.
Then never mind. I do not have hit dice to use.
No, we're all out of
Yeah.
everything because we've been here forever.
And I used all of my healing spells on you. So, rest in peace, buddy.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I guess no short rest then.
There's just no point. We might as well leave.
We can take all this. We can take these stuff with us.
And also, not all of us have used our hit dice.
Well,
That's
sure, but are
fine.
we just leaving? Is there anything else to do down here? Do you just want to take the stuff and go so we can actually rest? Some of us are very tired. Some of us have done twice as much adventuring as everybody else.
I think that's a good idea.
There's still 3 directions we still haven't come down here.
I'm gonna look at Eastalil,
They're
And,
dangerous directions.
indicate his bleeding torso. We have the building locked down. We know of only one exit.
There is only the one exit.
So we're fine.
Alright, let's... Okay, who wants to help carry some chests filled with money back up there?
That would probably be something that I would be good at. Yeet. What's the heaviest one? I'll take the heaviest one. I'm thick.
You are thick. The heaviest one is like the one that had the potions,
Hell yeah.
but is just full of fucking copper.
So there was one filled with copper, one filled with mostly silver, and then one filled with copper and silver.
Yep, and one with just the crown in it.
Which is absolutely cursed.
More than likely. I'm
Yeah,
thinking the
maybe
mask is
don't-
also
maybe-
cursed too.
Maybe don't touch any of that.
Just touch the chest. The chest is protecting us.
Okay. So I will carry the chest with mostly silver. If the big buff, also bleeding dude would like to carry the one with silver and copper.
Oh yeah.
Is he just joining us now? Is he part of
Oh,
the group?
he been here. He been here.
If he tries anything,
I mean-
we'll
I mean,
eat
like,
him.
from now on, is he just going to follow us around like a puppet?
You can ask him.
Alright, so that's 3 chests, and that just leaves the one with the crown in it. If somebody wants to carry that.
I'll take that one.
I'm going to keep a very sharp eye on that one in particular.
I'm going to. Ooh, I'm gonna wrap it in one of my traveling cloaks because don't trust.
Alright, the one that had copper and silver in it also had the dragon mask in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're trusting that to random dude?
Yeah, I'll
Give
take
him the
that
copper.
one. He can carry the mostly silver. I will carry the one that has the copper, the dragon mask in it.
I can
And then
carry.
we'll be
I
on
can
our
carry whatever.
And then
Just
we'll
give
be
me
on
the
our
heavy
way.
one. All right. What's the situation upstairs? Did you people just sneak down here or what?
Oh, well, we snuck down here the first time, and then we got back up and took control of the bathhouse, and then we came back down.
Okay, what do you mean by took control of the bathhouse?
There are authorities up there? What is it, Flaming Hand?
Just looks at you, looks at your badge, cocks an eyebrow.
I mean, this is mostly for show. We're really just here to
Yeah, you're new.
kill some cultists. Shoo shoo, go on up ahead.
We will, I guess, slowly start making our way back.
All right. You guys slowly start making your way back. Are you doing any searching for anybody else who might be around, or are you just headed right the fuck out because you guys are pretty injured?
I think we're just making our way out.
For the
Like,
moment, we
craft
need to
that
make our
hell.
way out. I don't think I could do another fight right now. I mean, I could, but I'd die.
All right, so you guys make your way back upstairs into the bathhouse. And by now, the bathhouse has been mostly cleared of people. There's a couple Flaming Fist folks just keeping an eye on the situation, but like all of the employees have been taken away for questioning, and all of the people that require medical attention have been brought to get medical attention. All right, so you guys bring all of the big chests and stuff up. Big guy is very conspicuously staying away from windows and does not seem keen on going outside.
What time of day is it?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Oh yeah, it still doesn't look very happy either. If it's all right with everyone else, I think I'll rest here a bit.
Is there some kind of check-in that we need to do before we can be on our way? Find someplace to settle down?
We do need to think about where we're putting these chests as well.
Well, if you want, if you wait till the sun goes down, my home isn't far from here, and you can store them there if you like.
Or we could bring them to a temple.
It really
That's
depends on what kind of temple you want to bring them to.
I don't believe there's a temple to Bahamut here, so.
Also, we are working on behalf of the Flaming Hand, so is there any like Flaming Hand building nearby we can drop this off as like an evidence loot?
I don't think that would be a very good idea at all.
That's a great way to never see any of that money ever again.
Ah, well, I wouldn't know that, but
the money, if we turn it in, we'll never see it again. The objects will probably be sealed somewhere and then stolen or sent off to the highest bidder of curiosities, or put into corrupted hands and sent right back to the cults.
Look, let's just take them to your place and discuss it there, shall we?
Yeah, let's just wait till the sun goes down. I'm not exactly keen on sunlight.
I think I can help with that. If I reach into my bag, I probably should have a beautiful matching outfit if you want a nice head covering that'll probably be pretty long on you.
Like an abaya kind of dealio?
Yeah, like I've never really parsed out the exact mechanics of sheerness to blacked out when it comes to how the fuck Requiem can see. But yeah. enjoy your new veil, friend.
What about you, big guy?
I'll be alright. I know we're gonna get fucking seen if we leave, but that's pretty inevitable going on.
We're sanctioned. Does it really matter?
See, you guys are sanctioned. Yeah. Some people just tried to put a hit on me. Oh, hi. My name's Mortlock. You know the. See, my mom's one of the dukes, and my brothers have been trying to put a knife in my back for ages, and finally, they got some people to actually take a shot at it. So I know this place is being observed, and I know they're gonna fucking come after me again. I just want to fucking leave.
Would you like a veil as well? I'm sure I have plenty extra to spare.
I've got like kind of a distinctive silhouette going on.
He would probably, like me, also start bleeding through the veil a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you do come with us to my home and they do send somebody after you, I'm sure all of us together could handle whoever they decide to send after you.
What choice do I have, really? Plus side, a lot of the cult members are dead. So that's cool.
And I don't know if we actually ran into any of their... Well, that was the guy you were fighting, one of their leaders?
Yeah.
So we killed one of their leaders, not all of them, but one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we get a rest and come back and see if there's anything left tomorrow. They might have scattered by then, but...
Well, if you've got more Flaming Fist guys keeping a lockdown on this place, that'd be something to do.
Oh yeah, this is basically Flaming Fist property right now.
Alright.
Alright, well, I guess with a fancy new veil, I guess follow me, I'll take you guys to my home.
Lead the way.
And he will. It's going from the bathhouse, it's probably a 25-minute walk, and you guys get to this, like, not run down, but like not very well kept, nice little cottage type thing. It's got like a little bit of a very small mushroomy herby patch in the front, and it's not a big home. It's not like a super tiny home. It's got like, you walk inside and it's very homey, and one for the group of us, it'll be a comfy fit. So just don't break anything. And he'll let everybody inside, and yeah, that'll be fun. House guests in the first while and forever. That's great.
Yep. Mortlock immediately does a sweep of this place, looking for open windows, looking for other entrances.
Windows are all shut. There are shutters on them, and all the windows have been nailed shut.
All right.
There is one entrance into the house that is through the front door. There is no back door. There is a washroom, a bedroom, and then like an open living room, office workspace, eating area, kitchen area. There are there's a like one unit bookshelf that's filled with very thick like books of history and religion and arcane things that were his husband's. Definitely like scrolls of parchment on the desk. The desk workplace definitely looks like a wizard's workplace, and it looks very slightly dusty and untouched.
Do we want to take our rest now, or Arwen, would you like to take a look at the artifact?
I will. This is the thing. I require 10 minutes for each item, and I do have to technically touch the item. And it sounds like both yourself and your companion here have some thoughts about one or two of these items, but it does require touch unless I touch the covering of the item, maybe. Do you think it'll be safe for me to touch them?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I wouldn't assume that it's safe. Any other opinions?
Well, I would assume with a cursed object, if it was cursed, you would have to use it in a way or try to activate it. If you're just touching it, I mean, magic isn't my forte, but I'm just blindly reaching here.
Perhaps I do this after we've rested, because if something happens to me, I would require my companions to maybe be on full form in case we need to deal with something afterwards.
That is a very good idea.
Agreed. Is anybody hungry or thirsty?
I think I'm just more tired than anything else. Is there anywhere I can go to maybe sit and maybe have a quiet read before bedtime?
If you would like, you could have there's a comfortable chair in the bedroom by the window.
What?
Mm.
Sorry. Just out of character, what was this guy's name again?
Mortlock.
Mortlock, okay. And he's the son of a duke?
Mm-hmm.
I actually think, didn't we see a pendant on him that we got
Yeah.
the name of?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Anthampo.
But yes, there's a comfortable chair in the bedroom if you'd like to go read for a bit.
Yes, thank you. That would be great. I'm going to take those books that I found, and I'm going to start hobbling over to the chair and sit down.
It is a very, very comfy, well-used chair.
I bet for my size, it's nice and snuggy.
Mm-hmm. Eastalil is going to vanish into the washroom for a little bit to clean up blood and remove his armor and come out in pedestrian clothing.
What's his style like?
Dark leather breeches, boots, and like a dark purple poet's shirt without the frilly sleeves. It's just like a long sleeve with the not a deep V, but you know what shirts I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
So something like that, like the dark breeches and then a dark purple shirt that has a what looks like a family crest sewn into the shoulder of it. And he's got his hair up in a ponytail.
So he's just Wesley from The Princess
Princess
Bride.
Bride. My God.
Wow.
We found it.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, valid.
Oh no.
I've never seen Princess Bride.
Oh, you lucky
The Dread
bastard.
Pirate Roberts?
Did the wed the pie with the wobbit.
No, never seen it.
So hold on. You said you have a crest, and we said that Mortlock had a crest. Can I like try to peep them crests and see if I can glean any information, any context? Because I don't trust this dude as far as I can throw him, which probably wouldn't be that far, but would be some. And then I'm just nosy about Istalil.
What? Okay. Go for it.
Would that be history or no?
It would be history.
Okay.
This is what history is.
Pachomp. That was sucky. That's an 11.
Yeah, you don't know what the shit is.
Damn it. Okay.
After he comes out dressed, he does have his hand crossbow on his hip with the crossbow bolts with it, just in case things happen, but he's going to vanish off into the kitchen to make food. Feel free to relax and make yourselves comfortable. It might be a bit dusty. I haven't had guests in a long while.
Everybody just flops in a pile on the floor.
I want to look to this Mortlock dude. So, your family is trying to kill you?
They've been trying to find an excuse to fucking get rid of me for years, but finally got around to trying.
From what we've seen of public appearances, your mother is nothing but an upstanding citizen. I don't understand why she would want to kill you.
No, my mother's a cunt with a very calculated image.
That still doesn't explain what you were doing in the basement.
All right, since you guys saved my life, and I'm super grateful for that, I'm gonna be 100% honest. And he's been keeping his big great club close by. Like he's at least like cleaned it off somewhat, but he like very consciously like puts it down on the floor. He is not touching it. It's like, all right, I was in charge of organizing that place. It is not a thing I wanted to do. I'm not a crazy religious fuck.
What?
I mean, insight check.
Point my weapon at him immediately.
Yes, yes, I'd like to insight check as well.
Go for it.
The book slightly comes down a little bit as I
Oh.
look over. Like, what?
That's a 22.
That's a 22. Oh no.
Oh God, I'm
Mr.
just in the
Will.
kitchen making food, and I'm just like, it sounds legit.
What the fuck did I hear? All right, Requiem. This dude seems legit. This dude seems legit.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. You're getting the sense that why the fuck would he say that if he wasn't being honest about it? Because that's a wild thing to claim.
Yeah.
So you're an evil
Yeah.
murder cultist. We just rescued you, brought you into our home. What?
Me, not an evil murder cultist. I'm the manager of the evil. I am the manager of the evil murder cultist because I was forced to do that by my fucking brothers who tried to put a knife in my back. So I'm not pumped about that.
You could have left.
No, don't you know how being a noble fucking works?
Istil at
Absolutely
this
not.
point will come out of the kitchen, wiping his hands on on like a towel, and he'll look at Sweet and go, "Trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Being in a family that either wants you dead or subjugated is not easy."
Evil murder cultist.
Points to face. I'm a drow.
Yeah, listen to the drow.
I am a
Points to
drow.
face. Points to face.
You're a tiefling. Yes, that's
And
understandable.
he's an evil murder
This isn't a
cultist.
competition, okay? What's your plan, Mortlock? What are you going to do? If you couldn't
Fucking-
escape before, why could you leave now?
Because they're all dead. Is how.
Are your brothers dead?
Hmm?
Are your brothers dead?
No. No. I would
Then
love
what-
for them to be.
Then what are you planning to do about them if they're the problem?
Get somebody to put a hit in on them. Turnabout's fair play. Do that and fucking book a boat and leave.
So, hold on. I'm doing a very hard think right now. So, theoretically, you know very much about the cult that we have been tasked to go after and eliminate. And in turn, we potentially have the power to assist you in your goals. So, I mean, you have something we want, we have something you need. You're here, we're here.
I feel
Seems
that.
like fate.
That's why I'm being honest with you.
Anybody else okay with getting rid of a couple nobles?
We're just gonna randomly go and kill his brothers in the hopes it'll tell us something.
Either
You think
that
there won't
or
be consequences to killing two nobles?
Also, we do have somebody in the party who is from nobility. It might be difficult, nobles killing nobles.
Also, the fact that these people have been murdering innocent civilians.
Sure, but it's not just going to be easy. We won't be able to just walk up to them and stab them like the cultists. They'll have protection. They have a whole racket going on.
but they're connected to the cultists, so it's not like we're doing it for no reason.
But we have to prove it. We only have one man's word.
Is there any proof left if we went back after resting? Would there be any proof in that place that links your brothers to the cult?
Yep.
Okay.
Insight check?
Yeah, insight check.
I have a +8 and I rolled a 13. Are you fucking shitting me?
I have a +4 and I rolled a 13. Yeah.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
All right.
Um,
The orders from what was his name? The guy who gave us this job?
It was a dumb name. I can't remember.
Zodge, I think.
Slod.
Zodge.
Yeah, Captain Sarge.
Captain Sarge, the one who gave us this job, said if we were to go into this place, find any evidence, kill any cultists we come across, correct?
He also wanted the leadership brought in for questioning.
I think he said he
Something.
wanted anybody brought in for questioning.
He wanted someone higher up.
Hmm.
He didn't just want a stooge.
Okay. Well, we already turned one of those over. And with our new friend here, if he can provide us with actual evidence once we go back, I think that would be worth climbing up the food chain, so to speak, in order to get a much higher ledged stool pigeon.
Can I make a suggestion?
Of course.
This is going to be a mutually beneficial suggestion. I'm not just saying this for me. But those chests that you guys took out of there, my brother handles the financials. He does business out of a tavern called the Low Lantern. If you can get there, if you can get those ledgers, get an actual paper trail for where this stuff came from, then you're good to go.
Where? Okay, out of character. On the map, is that one of the things listed?
Yep, the Low Lantern.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, it is right there on the
So I wanted to
docks.
see how.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to see how close. Cause where's the bathhouse at? How far?
The bathhouse is where the marker is.
Yeah, that's in
Okay,
Bloom
so-
Ridge.
And that's all the way over there.
Yeah.
So
Istalil's home would be in the Sea Tower area.
So south of where the bathhouse was.
Yeah.
So would we want to go back to the bathhouse first? Or would we want to get papers and then go back to the bathhouse?
I'm not sure if you need to go back there.
But
You guys have seized the evidence. This, and he gestures towards the chests that you guys have sitting in the room. This is what's been used to fund their operations. And there's full inventories and stuff like that. Emmeric's thorough like that.
I won't lie, I am just still a little bit curious about the whole altar situation in situ, undisturbed by the mistreatment by Flaming Fist. But if it's not important, then I can brush aside my predilections.
So we rest now, and then in the morning head to the Low Lantern.
What are their normal business hours for your brother?
I don't know, like noon to late usually. If he's not there, he's got a representative there.
I'm assuming we would want to go in and get at these ledgers when nobody is there.
No, there's always people around. It's a busy place.
So then it's just having to get in and take them,
Yep.
which is more than likely going to, if we can't do it sneakily, it's going to cause a fight.
Surely we can seize them as honorary members of the Flaming Hand.
I mean, I also do have authority as a member of the clergy.
Yeah, that'll be recognised by a bunch of thieves and cultists. They'll do exactly what you say.
I can also attempt to make them tell the truth. I tend to know when people are lying to me.
Well,
Yeah,
how about this?
We already know they will lie to you.
How about we have two plans? First plan is a sneaky plan. If it doesn't work, we have a fight for our lives and get out of their plan. With the ledgers.
I'm just gonna say, after watching you guys fight, I feel good about your odds.
Thank you for that.
He's got bodyguards with him, but nothing too crazy.
So are they cultists? Sorry, because I stepped away. Are they cultists of the Dead Three or of Tiamat?
This is just some money that we came into.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about his family.
So
I had a phone call. Sorry.
Do you know where your brothers would have gotten this mask and this crown?
Yeah, they're thieves. They stole it.
But do you know from where?
From fucking Avernus, I presume. It's not my deal. I just manage things. I don't deal with the religious stuff.
No, go back. When would they have been?
Could I do me as a player, I have no idea what Avernus is. Would my character know what Avernus is?
Go for this could arguably be either religion or arcana.
Avernus is where you go to be bloodthirsty and also horny.
All right, Estelil, you've heard that name. You've definitely heard that name before. You've heard it in the context of it being the Hell's battlefield before.
What were your brothers doing in the Hells?
Oh, they wouldn't go themselves. They've got people for that.
So they send people into the Hells and they stole these two things and brought them back up.
Or cut a deal. Stuff gets looted all the time. Hey, worst kept secret in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, the Vanthaper family, they're just fucking infernalists.
And I thought my family was messed up.
I don't know, what does your family get up to?
Political intrigue, assassinating entire other houses, subjugating the menfolk of our family, and worshipping a spider queen.
Yeah, same. Except for the spider queen bit.
Yeah. It'll be a cold day in one of the abysses before I see my family again.
I don't know which is worse, the abyss or the hells.
Anyway,
different sorts of awful, I guess.
This actually makes these artifacts a bit more interesting. I'm gonna go finish making food for whoever's hungry. I'm just making a tray of cheese and fruit and meat slices and things. Nothing fancy. I do have wine and water if anyone's thirsty. And then I'm going to check my husband's history books. Maybe there's something in there about these objects. I don't know.
If you don't mind, I could lend you a helping hand in that regard.
Be my guest. He sorted his bookcase. Magic would be the first couple of shelves. Then you've got history, religion, and then at the bottom were mythology and folk tales and legends, which is my section. I'll be right back with food. Oh, if you look on the map in Sea Tower, I put a little yellow dot on where his house would be. It's like a straight shot up from the E in Sea Tower.
Oh, I see. I think I see it. Did I get it?
Yes, you did. Right there.
Yay. You are there.
And it takes about 10 extra minutes, but he's going to come out with like a loaf of bread and then some cheese and meat and some grapes and apples, and it's like a nice little party favor tray thing. And a bottle of wine and some glasses. It's nothing fancy, but have at it. We're all going to need our strength back.
So you all spend the evening enjoying food and licking your wounds. And just a very tense sleep.
Yep. Istilil is not going to sleep in his room. He will more than likely. He doesn't sleep. I do trances. Never mind. So he will trance out in the living room, staying close to the front door in case anybody decides to break into his home.
All right. Is anybody doing anything else? Arwen, are you checking out those spell books that you got?
Yes, I am.
All right. Given enough time, you can take a look through them, and I will post what's in them.
Thank you.
There you go. A whole bunch of shit.
Cool. Thank you.
Ooh, holy crap.
Those are nice.
Where did you find those?
In the dungeon.
Oh, was this in the room with the ghost axe that tried to kill us?
No, this was in the room with the three guys playing dead.
Oh,
there was
yeah,
that
never
guy.
mind. Let's not mention that.
Which is now covered in brains. That room.
He's having a hard day, okay?
Yep. He's working out some shit. All right. Is anybody doing anything else?
Quick perusal through the fucking bookshelf.
Yeah, I was
Just-
going to pull out a history book and see if I can find out anything a history or a legends book or a folklore that has anything to do with Avernus and maybe a crown or a dragon mask of Tiamat.
All right. Yeah. Requiem, if you're doing the research, you can. Yeah, since you're talking specifically like about the lore going on here, this would be more of a history, or not history, religion, rather than arcana. So go ahead and roll some religion. I'll say with
Can
with
I
advantage.
assist? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say with advantage given the resources available to you. Is it rolling?
Mr. Wool 20, please work.
Requiem, were you rolling?
No, you were rolling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Oh,
waiting
no.
on you to roll. I thought you were
Sorry.
rolling.
Which of you
No.
is better at religion?
Actually, yeah, which of us is better at religion?
I have a 2 in religion.
Okay, well then I will roll.
Roll
and
with
you can
advantage. I will aid
assist.
you. You have advantage.
Yumph. That's an
Yumph.
18.
That's an 18. Let me find the fucking Avernus map.
Tiamat.
One sexy lady.
One big, sexy, evil lady.
Tiamat, also known as Takesis in other worlds.
Also known as waifu material in other words.
I mean, she technically was in the Dragonlance book series. Takesis was married to the Minotaur god, whose name I cannot remember.
Oh, power couple?
Yeah, they were both considered the darker side of the gods, and her main rival in the good pantheon would be the platinum dragon. What was his name?
Bahamut.
Paladine.
Oh.
In Dragonlance, it's kind of the same deities, but they gave them different names. There are halflings in Dragonlance, but they're called Kender. It's great because Kender can't be scared at all. They are immune to fear.
So-
Too stupid to be afraid.
They are. They're also, every single one of them in the history of ever existing are kleptomaniacs, but they don't realize it.
So do we get a long rest? Should we start leveling up or?
Yep. Please level up to level 3.
Ooh.
Yay, level 3. Oh, I get my order. Yes.
Yeah, y'all should get some cool shit.
I'm so excited about the shit that I can do. Guidance Schmeidance. Invoke Legacy.
Sorry, I'm just taking a look at things.
It's a
See how much info to give you.
But also, I feel like we should at some point try and ask Mortlock about what the fuck happened to Elturel. Because if his family is like in deep in Avernus stuff and also in cultist stuff and also vaguely aware of Tiamat stuff, I feel like they maybe might know a little bit about what's going on. You know?
That could be a thing to do. All right.
I now have the right of the dawn.
Ooh. That's a useful one.
You have the right to remain silent.
That's my right.
A youth pastor who's also a cop.
Right of the Dawn is just kicking down the door with a flashlight. All right. Shit you find out in poking around. You're going like Avernus overview stuff and like specifically how it relates to Tiamat, right?
I believe so, and also looking for anything specific about like a crown or dragon masks.
All right. Yeah. You guys find out that, oh hey, this bitch has a place there.
Cool. Fun and funky fresh.
Fun and
Well,
funky fresh.
I rolled crap for health.
Yo, it's a long rest. You get your stuff back.
Oh, I meant for leveling up.
Oh.
Should have just taken the 6.
Too late
Live
now.
on the edge, man. That's what I do every time.
But yeah, so if you find out, Tiamat, one of the more intense deities, one of the more active deities going on. Yeah, what you're finding out about specifically where she lives, nobody knows exactly where or how to get to it. But descriptions that you're getting is that like it's a lot of caves going on. It's a lot of treasure going on. And it seems to be sealed there rather than made a villa for herself there. The impression that you're getting is that it's a fancy house arrest.
Is it written who by?
Accounts differ.
Do we get to know which account? Do we get? give me the.
What's
give me
the most popular one?
The most popular interpretation is an Asmodeus thing, which makes sense. Like being in charge of the hells, it's like, okay, you get to live here, but you get to stay in this one area.
Valid.
Yeah, and mind you, you guys don't have a ton of different sources going on, but like there is definitely a footnote that say accounts differ, but this is the most popular interpretation.
What's the least popular interpretation?
The least popular interpretation is aliens.
Okay. Ancient aliens.
Ancient hell aliens.
Hell aliens.
Okay.
Yep.
Was there any mention of like masks or crowns or anything?
Not specifically.
Okay. Also, right before bed, I'm gonna like tie something across the door and tie it to something so that it creates a loud noise if somebody decides to break my door down.
You don't even sleep.
Well, I have to trance for 4 hours, so I mean, it's hold on, let me read it again because I don't know if I'm actually unconscious or what.
No, you
You're
just
not
dissociate
unconscious.
for 4 hours.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, so I'm semi-conscious during my 4 hours of trancing. Okay, so yeah, never mind. I will basically keep watch most of the night.
All right, so you guys managed to get your rest in. You level up. All hit points are back. All spells are back. And you guys get up, and fortunately, this place has not been broken into. It's an uneventful, albeit tense evening. And like by the time, because you guys had settled down so early, it's like just getting into dawn by the time you're naturally waking up. It's super early.
Isla will have breakfast ready. Eggs and biscuits and bacon and something like porridge and breakfast tea.
So, do we think it would be better to go earlier when it's not directly the brother that we're having to work with? Or
What do you mean?
well, if he gets in later in the day and instead has an associate keeping track of the papers, do we think that it would be easier to obtain them without his specific watchful eye? Or should we wait until we have a potential excuse for altercation?
Are you guys saying this with Mortlock in the room?
Yep.
He'd be a part of the conversation.
Yep. He just pipes up and goes, "Hey, you know what a fun thing to do is? It's ransom nobles."
Are you
Like hold
suggesting
him hostage?
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen us, but like, what makes you think that we would be adept at doing that without being caught and murdered?
Unless you're suggesting we take you ransom hostage. Rephrase that. And use you as a bargaining chip.
Me not a great bargaining chip. Him better bargaining chip. Much better bargaining chip. He's the good kid.
You're selling yourself short.
No, he's the good kid.
What do you mean, good kid?
He's the likable kid.
The one embezzling and funding money into a cultist group is the likable kid.
Yeah.
I mean, when the family business is embezzling money and giving it to cultists, then apple tree.
I think it's fair enough to try and go now if the plan is to sneak in anyway.
I mean, it is a tavern, right?
Yeah.
It's a tavern and it's also a ship. It's like permadocked.
If nothing else, we can scout it out.
It's not a bad idea. Do we want to at least come up with a plan first, or?
Well, we don't know what to expect, so how can we come up with a plan?
You come up with an idea for every possible scenario that could happen.
Well,
That
how about
is-
we see what the place looks like first, and then come up with
Agreed.
a plan?
I think we need to have a little bit more information before we make a plan.
All right, so do we just want to go case the place out or actually go in and look around and be patrons of the tavern for a little bit?
How about we go see what the place looks like, and then come up with a plan?
I'm going to go get breakfast at this tavern. That's my plan.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys head out of Istabil's place, and it's super early morning. Like, you can hear activity going on a couple blocks down at the docks. It's like people are leaving to go and do some fishing and stuff like that. But there's not a lot of people on the street. Which is interesting, because nobody's walking around and stuff like that, but you do see several at different points around where your place is. You do see several figures in dark cloaks that are trying to seem inconspicuous.
Uh-huh.
No.
I'm going to do an insight check on.
I'm gonna activate invisibility.
All right, seeing if it's... This isn't concentration?
Nope. Last
No.
hour.
Shit. That's a much better... Oh my god.
These foos are around my home. This is not okay. Insight
Yeah.
check.
See, I find it great that you rolled a natural 20 and they rolled a natural 1 on their stealth. These are the worst. This is the worst fucking gang. They're trying so hard. This is a Scooby-Doo level gang.
It's so painful. It's almost cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Yep, these are the people I was expecting to come rushing into my home last night.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't. But they're here, and they're waiting for you to leave. Bittersweet Anguish, you don't immediately see any weird invisible shit in the vicinity.
That's okay. I'm still looking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up. I'm looking around. I'm looking around corners. I don't care.
All right, well, bear that in mind.
Before we would have left... Oh, did we want to try and identify the two items before we left? Or did we not want to identify them?
Right, shit, yeah.
There may be some information inside the ledgers about them before I start touching cursed objects, maybe.
Okay, it's because if we're leaving my home and those guys are there, they're probably going to break into my home and try and steal everything back.
Well, if we notice them, I assume we're not just going to continue walking.
Should we?
Yeah, these guys are like posted up at points outside.
Is Moloch with us, or is he staying?
He's coming along.
Okay.
Is this a fight? Should we fight about this? Is this a fight?
It seems far too early in the morning to fight.
It does, doesn't it?
Nortloth, what do you think?
I'm gonna defer to you. I don't know what these people are about.
Well, they're certainly here doing what I thought they were going to do last night, but they didn't.
Would someone like to talk to them, or should we just ignore them?
I mean, do you want me to go up there and just tell them to leave?
How many of them are there?
Immediately visible, and like gathering your accounts from the rest of your party members who are keeping an eye on them. Anywhere from like 4 to 7 of them. At least 4.
I don't like leaving all that stuff in my home.
Fuck it! I'm gonna just walk up to the closest one.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'll walk up behind Sweet.
I'm going to also walk up because I'm also tall and scary.
Pat, pat, pat with my chicken feet.
Oh god, yeah, you do have chicken feet.
Clip clop with my hooves.
I don't make a sound when I walk. I'm super quiet.
Wow.
It's got his
This is
morning.
the worst. This is the worst game.
This is the best game.
two tieflings and a drow walk up to a stalker
At 5 in the fucking morning.
in the morning.
Alright. I gotta post this fucking look. Because this is a bold look.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a look.
That's a goddamn look.
That is a
That-
Lucius Malfoy look right there.
Yep. This is Lucius Malfoy at a fetish
What is-
party look.
What is that mask supposed to be? It's like the world's shittiest Chinese dragon.
Yeah.
Does it look similar to the mask in the case?
Not entirely, but like the basic shape is there.
Mm.
Coloration's all different though. Like the one that you
No.
found was like a white and gold sort of affair.
Okay, so we walk up to these people. What do you like to do, Sweet?
You see in the you see in the body language, like they've got this moment where they're like, "Should we go?" But it's like, no, this is interesting. I'm just gonna make sure I have my knife in case shit breaks bad. But this is so unexpected that I need to see it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna approach this man. And like kind of casually tuck my hands like into my belt, like so that my hand is kind of close to my sword hilt, but not quite touching it. And just like relaxed pose and just give him a smile. Good morning.
Morning.
Have you heard about Anubis?
The silence is in character.
Would you like me to continue?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
I am asking you if you have time to hear the word about Anubis.
No, I'm spoken for. I'm sorry, miss.
Oh,
Can I do a quick perception check to see if I see any regalia on him that I would recognize?
You know, aside from the big mask.
Aside from the big mask. I don't even think this is gonna be necessary. You're an intelligent person. You can figure this out through context clues. You got a good look at the mask after all of the talk that went on in the under the bathhouse and last night, and looking at the mask and looking at the crown.
I'm gonna give like kind of like a disappointed look and like shyly kick the ground in front of me. Oh, I see. I'm assuming then the one that holds your heart is gargantuan, has 5 heads, and is an eternal hell demon.
So you started strong, but I don't think you've got your facts in order.
I think I have my facts mostly right.
By now, like the other people that this guy is with have like gathered up upon hearing this confrontation. Like there's no other sound in the street except for you guys.
We know who took what you want.
Yeah, you people took what we want.
We're merely holding on to it.
See, since we're having this dialogue, I'm obligated to ask, is there any chance you're just going to give this back? I'm trying to be more social. My therapist tells me I need to try to be more approachable. So this is me trying.
What do you plan on doing with the items?
Bringing it back to where it belongs.
I'm gonna look to the group. And then I'm gonna look back at this man. May I have a moment to confer with my associates?
Certainly.
Gather up into a huddle.
How many of them have joined over here now? How many of them are there?
There's a total of 5 of them.
Okay, so here's the thing. Is what if we tell them we'll give it back in exchange for them answering questions, and then we beat the shit out of them?
That was my idea.
Okay. Everybody okay with that? More luck, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was a questioning, yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, we didn't walk up to them, so you need to catch us up on what's going on.
Yeah.
They just asked us to give the stuff back. And what if we say we will, get them to answer some questions, and then, fuck them up a
There's
little
no
bit?
way they're gonna answer the questions without getting the stuff in their hands. They're not stupid.
Yeah, but they can't keep the stuff in their hands if we cut their hands off.
That's a good point.
You want to risk them getting away with the stuff? It only takes one. And some of them might have magic.
That is a very fair point.
I was just going to point them in the direction of the person who's giving Mortlock trouble.
They, what, to say that he has the stuff?
That they were the ones who found it in the first place.
That is a good question. How did it get up here?
My family's a bunch of infernalists.
Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Is this not more important right now to actually deal with the objects?
Okay, so we kick their ass? Is that the point?
Or we could just give them, like, the crown, since we're pretty concerned about it being cursed, and we just knife them in the back while they're leaving.
I mean, unless the crown gives them, like, superpowers as soon as they touch it.
Yeah, they're Tiamat people, so they
Yeah,
might have an affinity.
we don't want them getting their hands on that stuff.
And I'm pretty sure if we leave, they're just going to break into my home and try and take it.
What about we just empty out one of the chests and give them an empty chest?
How did they know it was here in the first place?
They
clearly
followed
followed
us.
I'm gonna, like, pick my head up from the group and, like, look back towards the guy.
Yeah, they seem to be having their own little huddle.
This is
Hey!
fucking incredible.
Hey, how did you know where we were?
Holy visions.
Oh. Fuck. They have God on their side, too.
They have the power of God and anime on their side.
my God.
Look at their fucking look. Of course they have the power of anime on their side. Look at their knives, dog.
I'm going to go back into my home and empty out one of the chests and bring it back out.
Okay, you do that.
I'm assuming they only want the mask and the crown.
and the crown. Yeah, all the rest of it was just cash. And the potions.
Mm. Oh, I don't know if I took those 2 potions that were in the chest yesterday are fire-based potions. I don't know what they do, but they're fire-based.
Hold on, here, I have another question real quick. So, they're not working with the 3 death cults. They're a separate entity. They're a different thing. So if we tell them who had the treasure in the first place, what's to keep them from just helping us do our job and then we kill them after?
Also a good plan.
And then
Yeah, we can definitely trust the evil cultist to not immediately stab us in the back.
You're just full of very good pessimistic points.
I am.
Well, I can go get the chest, come back out, we can strike up a deal, and tell them
I still don't like the idea of them actually getting the items.
No, they're not getting the items.
They're going to open a chest. They're not just going to walk off with an empty chest. They're not that
Oh no, they're
stupid.
not. We are going to hold on to the chest until a deal is made, and then they help us with said deal. Then they can have a chest, and then by then, like you said, you want to put a dagger in their back.
It is kind of hard to run with a chest.
How about you just throw one of those vials at them and see what happens?
Street smarts. What if we take the crown out of the chest, throw it 500 feet away, and say, "You want it? Go get it."
Cast levitate on the crown. Throw it. It sails for several miles.
So what I'm getting from the gist of this is, don't trust them. We want to kill them. We don't want them to get their hands on the items, correct?
Yes, that basically just equals a fight.
All right, I'll go talk to them.
Would you like backup?
Nah, I think I've got this, but you all might want to get ready for a fight. Let me go talk to them. And I'm gonna break away from the group.
All right, the one guy that you were talking to just kind of is tapping his boot on the pavers, just waiting for you guys to be done.
Hi, sorry, that lots of opinions, you know how it is.
I get that.
So hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no one else in my group trusts you.
That's pretty valid. Would it help if I took the mask off? Would that make me more approachable? And just like looks over around at his companions.
No, I think it's the whole you worship a chromatic dragon goddess of death thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna offer my hand out to him. Before we fight, let me just apologize in advance.
Just takes a couple of steps back.
Oh,
Does
come on,
not
man.
trust.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be the good guy
No,
here.
you're gonna electrocute me with that hand. I know how this works.
Do I look like I can electrocute people?
You asked me about your Lord and Savior Anubis. Yes, you're gonna electrocute me.
Anubis well known for electrocuting people?
I don't know.
Oh,
You would know if you heard her sermon.
thank you. Fine, if we're gonna do this the bad way, I'm gonna cast heat metal on his face.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face with a crossbow
Oh
bolt.
my fucking god. Okay. Let's just say we're rolling initiative here because everybody is ready for a fucking fight. Alright, let me call up the thing.
I wanted to fuck around with the Tiamat people.
They seem like cool dudes.
They seem like
They're
cool
trying
dudes.
their best.
Nat 1 on stealth. I feel that.
That one. Yeah. They tried.
And if you guys remember, all of our tokens are at the very top of the screen.
I didn't remember. Thank you for telling me. Wait, why did it get rid of my initiative? You bastard.
Hey, I
rolled
got a
really
high
well.
initiative for
Oh.
once.
Hey, so did I.
Of course, my second roll sucked ass.
Just use your first one.
We're just gonna theater of the mind shit this out. Just let me write down. Alright. Cool. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 players today, right? That sounds right.
Yes.
All right. So, Istalil, what you doing? You're up first.
Istalil has activated his Rite of the Dawn. On his crossbow, and is shooting it into the face of the cultist backing away from Sweet.
All right, cool. Roll that attack. That unfortunately is not going to do it with a 10.
No, well, that's fine.
Hmm. All right. Set your turn, nothing else. Action, bonus action. Moving away, staying there.
I will. I don't think there's anywhere to go for cover.
No. Well, there is. You're on the street, so you could like get around the side of a building.
I will move over in front of Lissa and Arwen to give them cover.
All right. Sweet. What you doing? Are you gonna electrocute this man?
No. I'm just gonna look at him and just kind of shake my head sadly. You really should have just been nice. You know?
I was trying.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
It's my channel divinity.
Oh, this is your channel divinity.
Good
I'm just
lord.
gonna read this because it's fun. It's called Ominous Dread, this ability. As an action, you can present your holy symbol and unleash a wave of terror. Hostile creatures within 60 feet of you must make a wisdom save. If they fail, they're terrified of you until they end their turn in a space that's at least 60 feet away or do damage to you.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's 5 wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, it's 5 wisdom saves.
DC is 14.
All right. Nope. Or actually, shit, these fuckers get advantage. All
Why
right.
do they get advantage? That's not fair.
They have the power of God on their side. You managed to frighten the one.
Rude.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then as a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Lissa.
Pardon, you cut out.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Lissa.
All right. Requiem, you're up.
All right. I am going to. Ooh, I'm so excited to use this for the first time. I'm going to cast Searing Smite on myself. Why did it make a damage roll? I don't know. Didn't ask for one. And Who is closest to Istilil's house? Like
One
who
of
is
one of the randos.
okay. I'm gonna hit that rando with a big old jabby jab from the old spearb. Oh, that was shit.
Oh no. Oh no. That's
Hey,
a
at
miss,
least-
but the smite continues.
Yeah, at least
The
you still have your
smite does
smite.
continue.
All right. All right, Lissa, you're up.
How close are the cultists to each other? And how far away from us are they?
They can be like 30 feet off if you want. And they're all in pretty close proximity. They were huddling earlier.
Okay. Sure. If I walked up so that could I be within 10 feet of all of them?
What's your walking speed? Is it 30?
30, yeah.
You could be within 10 feet of most of them.
Okay. Would any of my allies be in that area?
Nah.
Okay. Then I'll do that and I'll cast Arms of Hadar.
Oh great. That's a fun. That's a fun. Strength saves. All
Nice
right.
damage.
Yeah. So we'll say that you can get the leader and 3 of the dudes in that.
Okay.
So what's the DC again? 14.
So 3 of them.
Yeah, you fuck up 3 of them with this. Yeah, it's tentacle time. It's tentacle time.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Arwen, have you ever seen this tentacle time behavior? I'm curious.
Do you think, Lissa?
I don't think so. I
No.
don't think I've done this before.
I'm gonna step back a little bit to be with about just about because I'm behind Istalil was providing cover, so I'm just gonna get a little bit further back from Istalil. I'm going to look over to the main guy, and I'm going to cast a I'm going to do a chromatic orb. Where are we? There we go.
All right, that's definitely gonna hit.
Okay,
So,
I'm going to do it as thunder damage.
all right, cool.
And that's me done.
All right, this group is not exactly pleased with this development. Not exactly pleased. It's go time, and it's go time before the authorities start showing up.
Surprise, bitch, we are the authorities.
You guys are the authorities. Hey, here's a fun thing. Here's a fun thing that you guys have experienced yesterday. It's a spiritual weapon.
Bitch, I can do one of those.
Yeah, well, he's doing it to you first.
Oh, does that hit me?
It's
That
a
meets
50.
my armor class. Yeah, it hits
So,
me.
yeah, that's gonna hit you.
How much damage?
That's only 2 points of force damage. It just like catches you on the shoulder armor.
Okay, and I can still maintain concentration.
Yep. And that's only a bonus action to cast. So another fun thing that this fucker can do is follow it up with a sacred flame. Does not like you very much. Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. That's a different thing.
That would.
Why the fuck is that computing as inflict wounds? It's sacred flame. What?
I'll just make a deck save.
It's a deck save, yeah. I'll just manually roll it. Guess what? His spell save sucks. That saves.
Yay!
Oh. Yeah, magic. He's new to magic. Let him live. He's new to magic. The rest of the dudes are going to come after you, the ones that can anyway. The one is afraid of you. So the one that is afraid of you is going to attack Lissa since she's right there.
He still has disadvantage though, right?
Still has disadvantage. That's a 5 to hit. Fuck no. And Requiem's right there. Yeah, so we'll say that 2 of them are going for, or no, there's fucking 4 of them. Yeah, 2 of them are going to go for Requiem, and 1 of them is going to go for you, Bittersweet. So we'll do the Requiem ones first. All right. Does a 14 hit you, Requiem? Is Gray here?
I think Gray was called away.
Gray was called away. I will check their AC. Ooh, that will unfortunately hit Requiem. Alright, so 5 points of slashing damage, and the other one is attacking Bittersweet. Does a 13 hit you?
No, 13 misses.
Alright. Oh, Gray.
Hmm?
Since you're back, you just got hit. You just got knifed by one of these guys for 5 points of slashing damage. Yep.
Oh, baby damage.
Baby damage. I am gonna need you to make a con save for your smite, though.
Fucking okay.
DC 10. Oh, you're fine.
You good?
This is baby damage. All right, Istalil.
I will move up to the one attacking Lissa, and if I can get behind him, I will. And I'm going to pull out my scimitar, not my scimitar, my rapier. Give me just a moment. As a bonus action, I'm going to activate my Rite of the Storm on my rapier, and then I'm going to stab this dude in the back.
All right,
See,
cool.
he's the one with electricity.
He's the one who's gonna shock you. All right, roll with advantage. That's gonna hit.
12 piercing and 1 lightning damage.
Oh god. Oh no. Yeah. You're not sure if it's the stabbing or the tasering that did it, but this guy is on the ground now.
I think I poked him too hard. He was also trying to stab Lissa. That's not nice.
Yeah. The spiritual weapon does vanish, so that's something.
Was that the man with the mask? Is the man with the mask down?
They're all wearing masks, but the one
Okay.
guy who had been talking to you.
It's not, or it was?
They're all wearing masks, but
Yeah, I know, but
this was the leader of them, it seemed.
damn it! I wanted to take him alive.
Sorry, I did not know you wanted him alive. Otherwise, I would have tried to do non-lethal damage.
It's fine. I'm just gonna turn on whoever's closest to me. I don't even care. Wow, cool.
You're just so distracted by watching this person fall.
Cool story, bro. That's my turn.
Your mind is in other places. All right, Requiem.
I'm gonna fucking stab because that's the only thing I know how to do. Higump. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's a good stab.
So that's
nice.
That, and then it's 1d6, I believe, fire damage, which I can just fucking roll one of them. And of course, that's a 1, so it's 7 points of combined damage to the same dude that I tried to stab the first time. Oh, wait, no, hold on, wait, there's more people around me, isn't there?
There's several people around you, yeah.
Yeah, but he's caught on fire, so he's actively burning.
Oh, that's the effect of Searing Smite?
Yeah, they have to make a con
It's
save.
straight. Cast just, yeah. Hold on, let me pull it back up again.
Oh, they have to make a con save. All right.
That meets my DC.
Yeah, so they save from it, unfortunately.
Trash.
Hey, he still took 1 extra damage. It's just on his turn.
So what was the total again?
On a successful save,
7
the
points.
spell ends, though. So...
Yeah. So it does not light on fire. Took that little bit of extra fire damage, but doesn't light on fire.
Okay.
All right. Lissa.
Okay. Is there anyone right next to me anymore?
Yeah. There's a couple people.
Okay. Like within 5 feet of me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will try to mind sliver one of them.
Yeah, they all look fairly injured at this point. Intelligence save. Ooh,
Good for
that's a
him.
good save.
Then I will misty step to within 5 feet of Arwen. Like 5 feet away from him.
All right.
That's me.
All right. Arwen, you have a new friend.
As Lissa arrives, I will say to them, that was a really interesting shadow spell you used before. We must talk about that later. Fascinating. I will look over to one of them, the one next to Requiem, and I will attempt to cast Toll the Dead on it. So wisdom save, please.
All right. That's a 3. That's an entire 3.
Take 6 necrotic.
All right. Yeah. You managed to toll the dead just so hard that this guy just goes right down.
Nice. I'll just stay here next to us, and that's it.
All right. Now it's these 3 guys' turns. Yeah, Bittersweet Anguish's Channel Divinity only lasts the 1 turn, correct?
Nope, until he's 60 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. All right. Or does damage to you.
Yeah, but he hasn't attacked me. He attacked me.
Yeah, well, they can't approach is the issue there. They could throw a rock, but they're not going to throw a rock. They're going to try to attack the person that's actually in range, which is Requiem. Oh, that's an 18 to hit. So, Requiem, that's another 5 points of slashing damage. And
Hot garbage.
yep, and the remaining 2 people are going to go after Istalil, who just killed one of them. So
Bring it.
Yep, so they're going to do the flanking thing because they've got the space to do it. You're kind of separated from your party.
Yep, that's fine.
So a 13 and a 19.
13 misses, 19 hits.
All right, so it's another 5 points of slashing damage. I swear this is not a flat number. I just continue to roll 4s. All right, Istalil.
All right, well, which one of these guys looks worst off for wear?
Hard to tell. They've all been hit by something.
Yeah, well, I will just turn around to the guy, and I will look at the guy, and the guy who actually managed to hit me, I will stab him with my rapier.
All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. It's still oh no. Oh, that's a lot of damage. You hadn't thought that a rapier could cut a person in half, but somehow it happens.
It is also electrified, so he's slightly cooked.
Yeah.
Is your
It's
dex
just not a good
plus
scene,
5?
fam.
My dex is very high.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, son.
I rolled really well when I made this dude.
Elves, man. Elves. Good at rapiers. Alright, Bittersweet Anguish.
Who's left?
There are 2 dudes.
One who is scared of me and one who is not.
Istalil just killed the one that was scared of you.
Okay. How close to me are they?
How close do you want them to be? You've been attacking at range, so.
Okay, yeah, so I will continue to attack at range. Oh.
Yo, that's a 25 to hit.
2 damage.
Oh, roll a d2 for me.
Roll a d2?
Yeah, I want to see which one you hit. Oh man, yeah. You managed to hit the one that was fucked up enough for this to do him in.
Hey.
Hey.
I learned if he told me any lies within the last hour, but I don't think he's spoken.
No. Oh, that's a weird ability.
It's part of my thing. If I kill anyone, if they told me an hour with any lies within the last hour, I can tell.
Ah, gotcha. All right, Requiem. There's one dude left.
Gee Williker.
This is the
I'll
one
give
that
you-
has stabbed you before.
I'll give you one guess as to what it is I want to do.
Is it a stab?
That's an 11 to hit.
Oh, that doesn't. That doesn't.
God.
Not quite.
Fucking damn it. I can do one thing here. I have one spell. The other one is Cure Wounds.
Mhm.
I got one good spell and one weapon. Fuck a paladin.
All right. Lissa.
I will try to Ray of Frost the dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I don't know.
You give him frostbite on his toe.
All right. So you guys are now in a street full of bodies.
Well, that was a fun way to spend the morning.
So who needs healing?
Shall we move these bodies into your house? Just get them out of the way of plain sight? Maybe inform a guard or something?
We can move them into the alley beside my house. There's a good hiding spot there.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know this. And I wouldn't mind a little bit of healing.
Hold on. Before we do that, and Steph is gone, I'm pretty sure that Mass Cure Wounds is a thing that...
Mass
Or
Cure
no,
Wounds
just-
is a level. That's a
Yeah.
high level thing.
What's the other one?
Mass Healing Word?
He-
I think that's a level 3 thing. Or
What
third
am I
level spell
thinking
thing.
of?
Are you thinking of Prayer of Healing?
Prayer of Healing?
Maybe?
Let's see if they have that prepared, is the question. Oh, nope. Oh,
I mean, I can still slap the Cure Wounds on you.
or you guys can chill and use your hit dice and figure out what
Or we
to
could
do.
chill and use it. That, yeah, that's smarter. Never mind.
All right, yeah. Bittersweet Anguish does not have that spell prepared.
Cool.
So we'll move dead bodies into the alleyway beside my house where there are always boxes and crates and things that have been thrown in there, and we can very cleverly hide them, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, it's the kind of spot that people like to dump old broken furniture.
Mm-hmm. Also, loot their bodies. Do they have anything on them?
Let me see.
Also, sorry, I just got back. What happened?
We're shoving the bodies in an alley and then taking a short rest.
Why are we taking our short rest?
Hit dice.
When people are hurt.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I can heal some people if people need healing.
I would save the healing spells for later. I mean, I didn't go down much, but it's enough to make me a little worried that using my hit dice isn't a big deal.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer, though. Thank you.
Yeah, but between the all of them, between the all of these guys, you managed to find a total of about about 8 gold worth. They didn't have a ton of stuff on them.
Okay, just what are their little daggers like?
They look like they would be a bit tricky to wield, but doable with a bit of practice.
We can put those in their daggers and the money in the group loot and maybe sell their weapons off later.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. And they've got like basic leather armor if you wanted to take the time to grab that. Not everybody's injured, so.
While all this is happening and I do my little rest, I'm gonna go back into my home and grab my backpack and very carefully tip the mask and the crown into my backpack and wear my backpack as I come back outside.
Okay.
So now that we're warmed up for the day, are we continuing on with our original plan?
Yep, let's go look at this boat tavern.
I'm still looking for invisible people.
We're still looking for invisible people.
Or things or whatever.
Okay.
Invisible dragon cultists.
Ones that were better at hiding than these fuckers.
Well, if we're dealing with infernalists, I know that some demons can be invisible, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If we've short rested, though, isn't the invisibility just an hour?
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
Yeah.
Rip.
Here's a fun thing, though. I'll say that, like, you guys do the short rest thing and head off, and you've got, like, just a few minutes of see invisibility up. And as you guys are walking, you have to actually go past the bathhouse on your way over to the other side of town. And you, like, take a quick peek inside the little courtyard that's going on. And there is a creature which is not a gargoyle, but resembles a little fountain gargoyle.
Do I know what this creature is?
Yeah, this is an imp. And it is most
Good.
definitely invisible.
Good. I
Hey,
will mention that to the group.
Hey, real quick, Lido, can I get a choice imp quote real quick?
No, I'm saving
Please?
it. I'm saving it.
Oh, is that going to be canon in this too, please?
Of course it is.
Fuck yes.
But yeah, I will mention to the group that there is an imp watching the bathhouse.
Is it watching the only entrance to the bathhouse?
It's like in the there's like the little wall around the garden area, and it's like posted up right next to the archway.
It's just chilling.
It's just chilling.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be here.
Definitely not.
No, it shouldn't.
That's not. This isn't where those go.
It's probably got a master it's serving.
Has it noticed you
Yeah, that's
noticing
the
it?
question. Does it see me seeing it?
Let me roll for it. Nope.
I mean, okay.
It's looking the other direction.
As we're walking on, it's like, are we gonna stop or are we gonna keep moving?
I think we're just like, I just notice it in passing.
Okay. If you can describe this imp to me, later on, if we need to, I can try and track it for us.
Even though it's invisible?
Well, if I start here, it'll be a little harder being invisible, but I am quite good at tracking down certain creatures.
Oh yeah. By the way, Mortlock has been following behind you guys now that you've left, and just goes, "I'll save you the trouble. That's one of my brothers.
Should
He's
Oh.
got them all over the city."
Should I say hello?
I think we should just go.
Moving
I
on.
think we should just go.
I'm gonna look in Requiem's direction and just quietly, under my breath in Celestial, just be like, this bitch.
I think it would be a good idea for you to keep your eyes up.
I don't know how much longer it's going to last. But I don't trust him.
I can tell he's being honest.
Well, if he turns around to stab us in the back, I get a preemptive I told you so.
Entirely fair, but I think it's too much of a coincidence that our paths have aligned so neatly and nicely.
Just feel like a lamb going to the slaughter, I suppose.
Maybe the slaughter's exactly where we're meant to be.
Side eye.
You don't know what God I worship.
Yep, I know. That's just
Ominous
the heart.
statement.
The hardest side eye.
Sweet. That sure was a weird thing that she just said.
Yup. Cool. Just gonna.
You can't see it, but you can just hear the smile in her voice too.
Oh. I'm not gonna say anything, but you get like a stink eye.
Requiem walks a little bit ahead of you, and you can just see that her tail is wagging.
Well, what is Requiem's tail even like? What kind of tail we got?
Like kind of like not spiny like spines sticking out of it, but spiny like you can see the vertebrae.
Fun.
Mhm.
Is it like an iguana kind of dealio?
No, it's
Where
kind
it's got
of
that
like,
ridge on it?
no, think about how like Golem looks, or
Or
Gollum. I
like,
don't know. I said
or
Golem.
like
Gollum.
the
Sneasel.
xenomorph.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like a xenomorph tail a little bit, but red.
Yeah. I don't have a tail, because I got chicken feet. I got a chicken butt.
Do you just have a tuft of feathers?
I don't know. I have.
Do you have a fan tail?
I guess I could. I mean, I have like weird down on my shoulders. I'm a weird thing. I rolled like a bunch of random features
Oh, God.
for tieflings, and I was like, "This is my child."
You're just all of the farmyard animals all at once.
You are Old MacDonald's farm.
I'm a duck ox.
You're a duck ox who worships a big dog.
Yeah.
Anyways, we
All right.
end up covered.
You head over. I think this would be a good spot for a break. You guys make your way over to the Low Lantern. And throughout the course of your walk, the city comes more and more alive with the day. Gets out from pre-dawn into early morning. As you're walking, it is definitely a foggy day in this district. It's usually a foggy day in this district, but it's definitely a bit chilly, so that's definitely not helping. But you're going through and seeing all of the ships that are docked, and this one has its rigging up, but it doesn't have any sails. It has no need for them. And it's anchored to the wharf by several really thick rusted chains. A wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main top deck, and there is a green lantern at the bow. And locally, this sort of thing signals that it is open for business. Things are pretty quiet. The people that have left for their day of sailing have already. So it's just people getting the businesses open and things organized in town itself.
Where is your brother's office normally? Speaking to our giant friend.
1 second, my mouth is full of cantaloupe.
You're fine.
All right. He's usually on the couches, second level down. There's not a lot on the top. Like sometimes they'll put tables out there, and it like looks up towards the deck. Yeah, no, not today. First level down is the main bar. Second level down is where more lounge stuff is. Bottom deck, they've got rooms and hammocks and shit.
Sorry, what was the third level down?
Oh, that's where the rooms are.
Okay. And your brother would keep his ledger where?
On him, generally speaking.
All right. So now that we've seen the place, what does everybody think?
Well, we've only seen the outside. We haven't gone in.
He's basically yeah, he is. He's just trying to see what everybody wants to do.
Maybe just explore the inside as passers by.
Maybe take a look at the exterior as well.
I'm gonna tuck away my Anubis holy symbol, like under my shirt.
I'm feeling a little conspicuous.
Yeah. We don't exactly blend in.
Mm.
Maybe only some of us should go in.
Well, we could just all go in at separate points, be singular customers.
That still seems rather conspicuous.
I mean, it could work. What is the patronage like? Like, who's
It's really too early in the day to see any people coming and going at this time. You would have to go inside.
well, shall we?
I think we shall. I can head in first. Nothing draws attention like a drow.
Looks over at Sweet.
Look,
Almost
you-
nothing.
we all stand out in our own individual ways. If your human friend were here, we could just send him in, but
Which friend?
your human, the human man who looks like he smelled something very bad.
Oh, the Lord. Where is Lord Alaric?
Not here, certainly.
Did we leave him in the basement? Is he dead?
He probably had business to attend to.
Yeah, no, he took off before you guys went back to Istilil's place.
All right.
Said
Istilil
said something about those chests passing into the upper city being suspicious.
Okay. Istilil will head into the Low Lantern.
All right, so you climb up onto the top deck, and yeah, here you can definitely see discolorations in the wood where tables might have sat, and you can see some stacked off to the side with the chairs upside down on top of them. There are also several dead seagulls that are just kind of fallen onto this deck. But yeah, there are stairs leading down to a lower level, and you can hear a little bit of activity from down there.
Oh, before I go in, I'm gonna ask I keep forgetting his name, our noble houseboy, what his brother looks like.
My brother Amric, he's got like a mustache, he's got a goatee, dresses dark a lot of the time. Doesn't look a ton like me, half siblings.
All right. And then I'll head down into the tavern.
All right, what are the rest of you doing? Are you following in or are you staying outside?
I'm going to follow. I feel like possibly I might be when the human's not here. Possibly the gnome might be the most normal looking one here, for lack of better terms. So I'll go in as well, trying to bypass all the seagulls. Like I'm sure there should be someone to clean this, but hey ho,
It's early.
no excuse. But yeah, fine.
I'm gonna stay outside for the moment.
I'm going to be like primed and ready to kind of like follow in staggered. So like, like a solid 2 minutes after they go in, I'll go in too. But is there like trash?
There's some
Are there
trash.
Are there plastic? Did the seagulls choke on plastic straws?
No, there are no plastic straws.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hang out and just like I'm just gonna stand on the deck and just stare at seagull corpses for like 3 minutes while I wait for everybody to go inside. Just like, look at this fine bird corpse.
I'm gonna post up a little bit away. I'm gonna take out my alms box and I'm gonna fucking sit down.
All right, you can sit like on the stairs leading up to like where the helm would be. There is no wheel anymore. It's just been gutted.
I'm just a cleric doing cleric things. Pay no
Mhm.
attention.
Yeah, but also while you guys are up there, care to try to figure out the cause of death of these seagulls?
It's plastic straws. It's global warming.
It's global warming. Roll a medicine check and find out.
I opened the seagull's beak to look inside. Oh, I did badly.
Oh man.
Sweet did okay.
Yeah, it might have been predatory birds. Might have been hawks or shit.
It might have been somebody who left one of those little toothpicks with a umbrella on the end of it that was in their drink.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is just the cruise ship from Muppet's Treasure Island.
Yep.
With all the rats on it.
And just on cue, from one of the masts, this big ass raven just comes swooping down and perches on one of the stacked stools and is just like looking at one of the seagulls like, you gonna eat that?
I will throw the seagull to the raven.
The raven dodges out of the way.
That's
I wanted him to eat it
and flies back
it's
up.
A raven. They're not that big.
Ravens are the big ones. Crows are small.
I know, but compared to other birds of prey, they're not the largest. I'm thinking like this is D&D. Giant eagles exist.
That's very true. Rocks exist.
And rocks.
Rocks exist.
Rocks, the whales of birds.
When it like dodges out of the way, I just kind of I like
Death Omen. It's because it's a death omen. You like it because it's a death omen.
Well, I wasn't sure between Anubis and the Raven Queen for a really long time. But the Raven Queen is a bit more hands-off, and I like to be a little bit more hands-on. I shake my alms box in your direction.
What was that? You what?
I shake my alms box in your direction. Clack clack. Clack clack. Donations for the needy.
I'm going to pull out a gold and do that like rude thing that people do where they flip the coin up with their thumb like at you. And then I'm gonna walk inside.
I just watch you go.
Oh, this map is dope though.
Yeah, main deck is top left, and then to the right of that is the bar, and below it's a lounge in the rooms. It turns out people make cool maps on the internet, and you can just search for them.
Oh yes, I know this. I've had to do that for every Amonkhet map I want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one on the top left, I went down those stairs, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm on the map on the top right.
Yes.
And Arwen is with you.
And Lissa, I think.
JJ, did Lissa come in? What's she doing?
Yeah, she's next to Arwen.
Okay. Yeah, Mortlock's gonna be in there with you guys too. Yep. And mutter to you guys as you're going down the stairs. Get the wine, pass on the ale. Even if you're not a wine person, it's better.
I'm assuming because the map's blank, there's nobody on this floor.
There is one bartender that's just kind of getting stuff organized, but currently there are no customers around.
Well, do we head downstairs?
Maybe we just need to say hello to the bar person first, and just could we just walk down? If we could just walk down, go ahead. I'll follow you.
Yeah, since you guys are so close to the bar, they just wave you down.
I just wave back. Morning.
Morning. And then if since they're waving us down, I'll go ahead and head down to the bar. Or I will head down the stairs.
All right, you head downstairs. There's a bunch of tables here. There's a lot of stains, both from salt and just from alcohol, and this being the kind of place that's really tricky to clean. There's another smaller bar here. And just there are a couple of people around. This particular bartender is getting a pot of coffee going.
All right, I guess we will head over to the bar first.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Mortlock is staying on the bar floor. Is not going down to meet his brother.
Gotcha.
I was gonna post up by the stairs in case anybody tries to book it.
Yeah, that's why I'm staying on the stairs, like the other
Yep.
other stairs, just in case.
Yep. And the stairs leading down are right there where I'm pinging.
Yeah, but I'm staying on the stairs where people can enter.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Is Requiem with us now?
I think so. I think she went inside.
Her token's there.
When you forget that you're on mute. Yeah, I'm in the same area. I'm not like in the group with you. I'm just like wherever the bar is, I'm on like the opposite end of the bar as you.
Gotcha.
Looking like I came in alone. I'm vulnerable.
You're a vulnerable 6 foot something tiefling covered in a veil.
Yeah, I haven't decided what the something is yet.
So we sidle up to the bar, and I will motion for a You said he was making coffee?
Mm-hmm.
I will have a glass of coffee, please.
Alright, what can I get the rest of you?
Coffee sounds nice. I'll have one of them as well.
Same, please.
Alright. You want anything extra in the coffee?
No, thank you.
No, not this morning.
Alright. Yep. Is just going to pour a mug for the person waiting. The person waiting is just going to slip past you, Requiem, and deliver it to the table up there.
If I let my eyes follow him,
Mm-hmm.
is that the description matching his brother?
You gather it is.
What is
What?
that sitting next to him?
A friend.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
It's
Hold
a friend.
On, Wyrmst?
What kind of knowledge check would it be to figure out what that is?
I would call that an Arcana check.
Oh, a boy!
Okay, I'm
He's
assuming
pretty.
I can see it as well, so I'm
It's
going
a
to
pretty
do
color.
Mm-hmm.
I am not trained in Arcana, so I cannot make that
Me
check.
either.
Oh, good. You're there as well. Yeah, good.
All right.
Oh,
Lisa. Oh, Lisa. All right, Arwen and Requiem. You're definitely getting the vibe off of that thing. Like, that's something fiendish. That is definitely something fiendish. Lisa, you're like, oh, that is very clearly this man's service spined devil.
Oh God. Okay.
It's little. It's like perched like awkwardly on the back of the couch.
Well, I'm just gonna turn my attention back to my coffee. That's just got a little bit harder.
Yep. The bartender just left the pot on the bar for you guys and like pulls out a bottle of milk, just and a bowl of sugar if you guys want that.
Istilil actually adds quite a bit of sugar to his coffee.
I will have some milk. And if there is no one directly near me, I would like to just whisper to Istoril. Oh, he knows just as much as I do, but I'll say, Lissa's spoken to me. Spine devil. spine level.
No. Okay.
I'd like to, in my head, say to Lissa if there is a way that she can communicate with Requiem without me going over there.
I'll reply yeah, and then I'll telepathically link with Requiem, and I'll tell you about the Spine Devil.
You see her immediately stiffen up and just like draw up to full height as soon as you start talking, but as soon as she recognizes it's you, she just like gives a very slight nod, not looking in your direction, but just nods to herself.
As soon as you do that, I'll break the link with you and make it with Owen.
Requiem, are you like staring in the direction of this guy?
No, I'm staring at the bartender because he never fucking asked me what I wanted.
He asked the group what you wanted.
I'm not with the group, I'm by myself.
She's alone in a man's world.
Alright, what can I get you?
I've heard you have very good wine.
Yeah, you're more of a red or a white.
I'd say I'm more of a red.
Alright, we can find something for you.
Been one of those mornings.
Alright. They get you a morning Zinfandel.
Oh, hell yeah.
You gotta go sweet wines in the morning. You can't go too dry.
Mm-hmm. Sort of tuck the cup under the veil and drink.
Gotta be careful not to leave stains.
Oh yeah, I gotta be careful that it doesn't just like fall out of the side of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you see, I was waiting for you to pull out a bit of like a very long straw.
I forgot about my crazy straw.
You do.
I can't get it out because I don't want to accidentally leave it in the trash for them, and they'll put it out on deck, and the seagulls will
Seagull,
choke.
that's true.
Yeah. I wonder if a crazy straw would aerate wine effectively.
Probably.
I'm gonna slowly make my way down into the main bar area. After like tucking away my conspicuous religious stuff, I wanna look like your average tiefling. Just not as conspicuous, I suppose.
Just a regular dude.
Just a regular tiefling doing regular tiefling things.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in the city. Have I been here before?
I don't know. What kind of bar person are you?
I'm a person who goes where the food is good and the drink is shit.
They don't do food here, unfortunately.
Damn.
They'll do like bar snacks. Like if there's like a party, they'll put out a bowl of chips for them. But yeah.
All right. Well,
Can I do a... Would it be an insight check or a perception check to see how... to see if these other people with him are his bodyguards and how well they're armed? Or how not well armed they are?
Okay. Let me take a look.
also, is there an available table near him, or is it?
He's kind of off in his own area. There's just the one coffee table and a couple of couches.
I don't want to do this, but I kind of do. Oh, no, I'm lawful neutral. No, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. When you're used to playing a dumbass. We'll just sit here.
But yeah. Still, since they're keeping an eye out for this sort of thing, these couple of people are not at all bothering to hide weapons. Like they're not expecting trouble, but they do have each this big ass mace with them. They look like they're well used and definitely meant to be intimidating.
Do any of them look like any kind of a caster?
As far as you can see, no.
Can I do a religion or a history check or something to figure out if that spine devil is able to cast any sort of magic?
Sure. I would call that Arcana.
Arcana. I have a 0 in that.
Would I know from my knowledge of spine devils?
Yeah, you roll the motherfucking nat 20. They can't cast stuff, but they've got some, like, magical sorts of abilities. Some supernatural sorts of abilities.
Okay.
Does a 12 get me anything?
Yeah, no. Those spines don't look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like sit so I'm facing this dude and like his spine devil, and like kind of not like obviously, but like interestedly, like kind of make it known that I'm curious about his support fiend.
Support me. I have a question, Lissa. Have you at all reached out with your telepathic link to Bittersweet Anguish yet?
No, not yet.
All right, Bittersweet Anguish, you have an entirely alien sensation entering your brain.
Okay, I will kind of noodle around it and be like, God, is that you?
And like you get it from context clues and the fact that the spine devil is like staring right at you.
Oh.
just says telepathically to you, ain't no God here. Why you staring? What you want?
You're cool, that's all.
Thanks, like your horns.
Thanks, I like your spines. What's your name?
Sorry, I'm die. Oh, what is this fucker's name? Oh, there we go. I'm Kshara. What are you called?
I'm Bittersweet Anguish.
Oh shit, that's a great name.
Yeah, right. It sounds awesome and infernal. Who's your friend?
This is Amric. He's a bit of a dumb fuck, but don't tell him that.
Is he your emotional support human?
No.
Does he think he's in charge?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Guys, you can just hear Bittersweet Anguish laughing to herself.
Look at Bittersweet Anguish. Is she looking over in that direction, or is she just looking
Oh,
down?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's polite to maintain eye contact.
Following her line of sight, is it possible to deduce she's having some sort of private conversation?
It's pretty obvious he's having some sort of private conversation. Emmerich just isn't paying attention. He's having his coffee.
Istill is going to lean down to Arwen and whisper, "It seems like Bittersweet is having a conversation with the Spine Devil."
Okay. They're definitely on our side, aren't they? I mean, they're having a
Bittersweet? Yes, I would think they're.
Okay. How are we going to deal with this? This is a fiendish entity and bodyguards and the guy himself. How are we just going to just go all in, or what are we trying to do here?
Well, if we want to get him, we're going to have to take out his bodyguards. There's 3 of them down here. There's one over there by the stairs, and then these 2. Plus him. Maybe the Spine Devil? I don't know.
Let's just keep an eye and see what's happening between Bittersweet and the Fiend.
If they do that, I can probably go try and work my own sort of conversation with the bodyguard over by the stairs. See if I can cut down the numbers.
Maybe, do we want to just talk to the guy first? I mean, I don't. He's obviously going to suspect something that we're just sat here in clearly his area. By the looks of it, looks like he rules this floor.
Well, he works here, but it's also a place of business. It's not strange to see people come down here. It just happens to be us today. You and Lisa have your coffee and just keep an eye out. I'm going to go talk to the guard by the stairs.
Okay, stay safe.
Always. And you can see on his side, he lifts up his cloak a little bit, and his hand is on the hilt of his rapier, and there's just the barest sparkle of electrical energy in his sword still. Istalil is going to make his way down to the stairs that go up to try and talk with this other bodyguard.
All right. So as you're doing that, Bittersweet Anguish, I'm gonna ask you to make a persuasion or deception check.
Mm-hmm.
See how your chatting is going. I don't know. Depends on if you're trying to. Are you approaching this with genuine feelings, or are you approaching this with ulterior motives?
No, I'm being friendly.
Okay, so persuasion.
Fucking wow. Rip. I come off way too eager.
You come off way too eager, and you are just charmed by this little dude and his sass. It's a very one-sided sort of affair. You just really love this little fucker.
He's so cool. Do I actually have the charm effect?
No. It's just charming.
Well, once I get, I realize, I'm talking too much and he's not talking anymore, I'm just gonna be like, okay, bye.
Mm-hmm.
And just awkwardly, shove a ration in my mouth.
Shove a ration in your mouth, wash it down with some coffee.
Yeah. basically like, cool story.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Istila's going to chat with this guy that's at the bottom of the stairs. Hey, Istila, you're from the Underdark.
Yes, I am.
How metropolitan was where you were from?
Very. He hated it.
He hated it?
His family wasn't the highest ranked in the city, but it was up there enough to where he was in the his family was in one of the more important areas.
Mm-hmm. What was the sort of racial makeup of people that Istilil has interfaced with?
In the Underdark, Drow, Illithids, Duragar, goblins, kobolds.
I'm curious, in what context has Istilil interacted with Duragar? Because this is a fucking Duragar.
He dated one for a while.
Oh, fun.
Oh no, but you're gonna lose Gray.
But he's familiar with Duragar.
All right. But yeah, as you're going, just like hackles raised a little bit, your hand on your rapier. You just get a stare down or a stare up from this creature that is half your size, pretty much. But the shorter they are, the more full of bitterness they are. And
Yep.
so similarly, just postures and like puts his hand on his own sword and gives you a look like don't start shit.
Gonna lean into the wall, like my shoulder leans into the wall, and clear my throat. And then his entire demeanor is gonna change. So, how often do you come to this place?
You have stunned him. He does not know what the fuck to make of this.
Drider got your tongue.
I don't know what kind of angle you're getting at, but you might just want to move along.
I could move along. I could have walked up to any other person in this bar. But it's not every day I get to see a Duragar. Reminds me of home. And better times.
All right, if you continue to talk like that, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And if you're not going to leave, I'm going to have to make you leave.
Is that a promise?
Fuck it, sure. That's a promise. That's a goddamn promise.
Escort me all the way off this boat.
Talk like that, and I'm going to throw you right into the fucking river.
Big words from such an adorable little man.
He's gonna kill you.
All of this, by the way, is said in the most sultry, flirtatious voice ever.
Yeah. You congratulations, you have found the one straight person that exists in this campaign.
That is perfectly fine. I do not care.
Oh man. Hey, listen, Arwen, how are you reacting to this conversation that's going on?
Just listening.
Just drinking the coffee. Small people comment, but actually, it's more to do with I'm watching the other people because that's what he told me to do. So. Eyes on Amric.
Alright, so you guys continue to drink your coffee. Estilo continues to make this person uncomfortable.
Yep.
Do we want to call it for the game?
I think we can call it for the game. We've been going for over 3 hours, so.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, let me
All
banish
of
the Craig.
us awkwardly trying to make friends in the worst way possible.
And doing bad at it.
Oh
You're
no,
trying.
I have a plan. Getting this guy to get me out of this room is the quickest way to lower the numbers in this room.
That's true.